Hi everybody, happy Valentine's Day. Today I wanted to do a video about prior written notice. A lot of parents don't even know what prior written notice is, why they would receive it, how they would receive it, and what the content of the prior written notice is. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what the purpose of a prior written notice is, when you should get it, how you should get it, all these different factors that are really important. This is a really important piece of communication between parents and guardians and the school or the school district. So a prior written notice is a document received in writing. It can be received by paper or via email, and it is coming from the school to explain either a change or a proposed change or refusal that the school or school district is making to your child's education. So there's a few reasons why they would need to do a prior written notice to a parent. If they are proposing to change the identification of a student, their evaluation, or their placement, or they're refusing a placement, evaluation, or an identification of a child, they would need to do a prior written notice. Also, if there are any changes to the free and appropriate public education of a child, then they need to write a prior written notice and provide it to the parent. A prior written notice needs to be provided as soon as possible from the school. So if a decision is made in a meeting where they are proposing or refusing some sort of services, an evaluation, a classification, a placement, then the parent needs to receive a prior written notice within a short amount of time, hopefully about a week or 2 weeks within the meeting happening. A prior written notice, like I said before, is in writing and is sent to the parent as a form of communication explaining a decision that was made in the school or at an IEP meeting. The prior written notice should have a few different questions answered on it. It should say what action is taking place, why is that action taking place, what is the basis for the action? So was there data to support the action? Was there, anything reasonable that the school has collected that shows a need for this change? What other options were considered by the school district and why those options were denied and the option being presented was the one chosen? Also, if there's any other relevant factors to the situation, those could be put on the prior written notice as well. So as soon as there's any change being made in your child's IEP, their educational placement, their services, their accommodations, an evaluation that needs to take place, anything is changing or you've requested and it's been refused or it's been proposed by the school, then you should be receiving a prior written notice in writing. If you do not receive a prior written notice in any of these circumstances, I would recommend asking the school for this letter explaining the changes that are going on. This is very important, as if you have a disagreement or there's any confusion about what took place with the school, you can always later on go back to the prior written notice and it explains the reasons, and you can explain to the school why you agree or disagree with what was proposed, changed, or refused. If you have any questions about prior written notice, exactly what this is, when you should receive them, and what should be on there, feel free to contact me at 407-308-2980 or by email at orlandoadvocates@gmail.com. Thank you for watching and hope you have a great Valentine's Day.